Hey guys, Ryan from Liberty. This week we're going to be shooting the Sig Sauer P220. And this is a really great handgun. It's a full-size combat gun in 45 ACP. You can also get the 220 in a 10mm, which is a little bit larger than this gun. Comes single action only. This particular one happens to be double action single action. They do make double action only and single action only models. In fact, Sig makes probably somewhere around 6 or 7 different versions of this gun. So they all come in a variety of colors and different grips. And you can go to sigsauer.com and check out what all they do make. And I'm sure you guys have noticed by now there's something hanging off the bottom of this gun. Well, this is something new we're going to try today for the first time. This is actually the ATN Shot Track. And what this is going to do is give you a first-person perspective of the shots and see what you think about it and let us know about it. And back to the gun anyway. This gun, the only thing I've changed on here is I have added some True Glow TFX night sights. This gun is super easy to take apart. All you have to do is lock the slide to the rear, flip your takedown lever, let the slide go forward, come off, and then you can remove your recoil spring and your barrel. Reassembly's pretty easy too. Just lock it to the rear, flip up your takedown lever, gun's reassembled, ready to go. And this being a double action single action gun, it does have a decocker. So if you've been firing and you want to put the hammer back down in what is a more safe position, so you go back to double action, you just push this decocker down and it brings the hammer back down without striking the firing pin. And that way it safely does that instead of you having to put your finger on it and hopefully not slip. And we'll show you the trigger pull on this gun. Let me step over here and make it a little bit easier. The double action pull is pretty heavy and fairly long. All right, there's the double action. Single action is quite a bit shorter, a lot lighter. A little bit of creep in this one. If you put a short reset trigger in there, that really makes a huge difference. Right there's single action. We'll show you reset. And right there is the reset. We're ready to go again. So this is a single stack gun with an 8-round magazine. Its big brother is the 227. That's going to be the double stack gun. But for being quite a bit wider of a gun, you only gain 2 rounds of ammunition capacity. So is it worth it? I don't know. I like the smaller grip of the 220. I think it's easier to carry. But anyway guys, let's get this thing loaded up and check out our camera here. And then we'll take some shots with it and see what it does. Alright guys, we're going to load up 8 rounds of Federal Full Metal Jacket 45 ACP, and we're going to do a double action to single action transition. Then we'll go downrange and look at the target and see how I did with that. Hopefully it won't be too bad. And then we'll come back and do some single action only shots and see what that looks like. Alright, so we're loaded up. I'm going to use my decocker, bring me back down into double action. And see if I can take a few shots and hit anything with it. Alright, let's go downrange and look at the target. Alright guys, so on the double action pull, where most of the time I'm used to shooting single action or striker fire guns, I pulled that double action shot really low. But then as we went to single action, it was a whole lot better. So let's step back and we'll try that double action to single action again and see if I can do it any better this time. Alright guys, double action to single action one more time. Alright, let's go take a look. Well, shots were a whole lot better that time. This is the double action single action group, so it didn't take me long to get my bearings with it. You can see it's pretty tight. We're shooting at a distance probably somewhere around 15 to 18 yards. Let's go back and shoot the gun from single action only. Alright guys, here we go with single action only. Let's go down there and take a look. Alright guys, so here's our single action only shots down here on the bottom. I tried to aim at the bottom part of the target so that you could see a difference from when we were shooting before. Now, I wasn't taking my time as much, so my group spread out a little bit more, but it still holds a great group. Really like the pistol. And if you haven't heard of this pistol before, or if you don't know much about it, this is the gun that Chris Kyle carried after his 1911 was damaged, and he carried this on every deployment after that. So, I mean, it's one of those guns that if you believed in it, I believe in it. I've never had any issues out of the gun. It shoots great. It's ultimately reliable. I don't think you could ask for a lot more out of a full-size 45 than this gun. So, it is fairly expensive, but it's no more expensive than, say, Springfield or Ruger 1911. And it's not going to be as high as most of your Kimbers or anywhere near an STI. So, if you're interested in getting a good full-size 45, definitely consider the Sig Sauer P220. If you want night sights from the factory, they do come with a Sig Light Nightlight version. The Sig Light Nightlights are great. I bought mine with contrast sights, so I ended up putting True Glow TFXs on there, and I like them quite a bit more because you do get that white ring around the front, or if the TFX Pros, you get the orange ring around the front. And that gives you a really nice contrast to pick up that front sight really easy. But, you know, fantastic firearm. Get one if you thought about it. If you get a Sig Sauer product, of course you're going to be happy about it. I love Sig Sauer. If you guys haven't realized that already, Sig hat. But yeah, great gun. Definitely get one. And thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.